Okay, third time's the charm. The connection with Philome in Tasmania is just not connecting. For some reason today, the connection isn't happening. So I will be coming on and I will be channeling some guidance for a little while with everyone. And I have a lot of your questions, but I know that Philome has already channeled the guidance for many of you. So when she comes back to Sydney, Australia, she will come back on live and we will make sure to relay that guidance that she has already written down and channeled, okay? So I asked her as far as the guidance that she has received all the way up until which name. She has the guidance for everyone's question all the way up until Liz. So after Liz, I will take a few of these questions that I am reading here, and I'll also take some of your questions live, okay? So Liz, you'll have to wait, and everyone before Liz that has asked your question, we will come back on live and we will be relaying that guidance from Philome. Yay, guys! You know, you just pick yourself back up and you keep on going. And that's what life is all about. You just don't give up. And I've learned that myself, and also when I channeled Eric a couple weekends ago, that was the main theme that he had for each of us and the guidance he wanted to relay to each of us, which I love. Yeah. Okay. Oh yes, Alicia. I'd love to hear from Jesus too. So you guys know that I love to connect with Jesus. Anytime you want to connect with Jesus, you can do it like that. He's an omnipresent being of light and love that you can bring in to chat with. I just got, he was just popping in there on my right side. So how do I know I'm connecting with Jesus? How do you know who you're connecting with? You're sensing the frequency, the energy around you. Does it feel masculine? Does it feel feminine? What is the pitch and tone of the voice? Now, in the beginning, when you're first channeling, and we can all channel, in fact, we're all channeling all the time anyways. I'm just actively channeling. I'm consciously channeling, but we all channel. So when you know just the right thing to say to your friend who's asking for guidance, you're channeling. When you get that image of something that you know you just forgot in the house, someone's helping you out to remember to go pick that up out of your house, that's channeling. When you get a certain scent and you don't know why that scent is around you, but it was your relative's favorite flower or your relative's favorite perfume, but they have crossed over. That is channeling. So a lot of the ways that I pick up on the frequency, they come around my head, and I have my upper chakras, and they connect through my upper chakras. Sometimes they'll speak right into my ear. Other times they pull in through my crown, my third eye, my throat chakra, the back of my head where my pineal gland access area is. And anytime I want to connect, I just simply say, I would like to speak with you. As soon as you think the name of whomever you would like to communicate with. Now, there are those rare moments where I'm attempting to connect with a deceased loved one, and they can be in a rest type chamber, very close to universal oneness, God, source, light and love, and they're resting. They need that rest after the long life that they had. Some souls need that rest. And other times they're flitting around, and I say flitting around, but they're really having such a great time over there that they know that I'm trying to connect with them, and they'll chat with me for a little while, but other times they're just having a party over there. Other times they're in a classroom setting and they're learning. and they're growing. And I even have some of them say, I'm in class right now. Like they don't have time to chat right now. They're in class. So they'll chat with me for a little while, but not for long. And so anyone you want to connect with, you can connect with. I'm not doing anything different than anyone else can do. All right. So, Alicia, let's see what Jesus would like to relay with each of us. Is there a message that you'd like to relay at this time? Okay. Okay. See, my team is telling me this is a rest time. But I said, well, I'm going to come on with Philomé. Philomé's got the guidance. I'll just be a support for her. And so now I'm coming on my own. And Jesus is letting me know this is a rest time. Okay? So go ahead. I know where he is based on the energy that is coming into contact with my head. If you feel like a pulling or a pressure, or maybe sometimes you get a ringing in your ear, sometimes you get silence on the side of your head, these are all indicators that you have an energy that would like to communicate with you. So I'm not getting those, but what I am getting is a warmth of like a golden ray of energy on the side of my head. And it feels like Jesus' vibrational frequency, which you will get to become accustomed to over time of communicating with him over and over. Now, if you feel like Archangel Gabriel or you feel like your grandma, you can connect with them all. Okay, go ahead. This is a time of rest and relaxation. Now he's looking me in the eye because I'm getting in trouble, and he's winking at me. He understands the technical difficulties at this time. So he's not being too serious, but he's going to waver that rest at this time with me because he knows that it was technical difficulties. He knows that my intent was to let Philomé shine today, but we were unable to connect through the technology. Okay? He's talking about the super conscious state of mind. You have the conscious state of mind, you have your subconscious state of mind, and you have the super conscious state of mind, which you can learn about in the book Journey of Souls by Michael Newton. The super conscious state of mind is your higher self, the entirety of who you are, your soul. And this is who he would like each of us to practice connecting with. Simply ask your higher self or your superconscious state of mind to come close, to draw close the energy to you. And then you can start to feel the presence, the energy of your superconscious state of mind or your higher self, your soul. For the entirety of your soul is unable to be housed within this body. He says your bodies would not be able to take that amount of energy. It just wouldn't even, your body wouldn't be able to handle that or thrive. It just wouldn't be able to house all that energy. So he's saying that 8 to 12% of your soul can be housed within your bodies. It's important that each of us know that this is but a temporary reality. So please don't take it too seriously. Draw your higher self in close to you and connect with your higher self. Talk to your higher self. Ask your higher self to help you with whatever you wish. He says because that's what your higher self is there for you to connect with and ask for help and receive guidance and assistance in your life experience. He's saying that many of us say, oh my gosh, why did I come to earth? Why would my soul want to come here and be here? It's so hard. It's so heavy. It's so difficult. But that's not the way that your higher self feels. That's not the way that your soul felt before coming forth into this experience. So let me tell you a little bit about why your higher self chose to come forth into this seeming reality, temporary experience. You can look at this like a TV screen or a movie. Yes, he knows that that seems far stretched for many of you, but in truth, that is what this is. When you come out of your bodies at the end of your lifetime and you come from this vantage point looking in, you will understand and see the totality, the broad perspective of what this experience really was and the lessons in which you chose to learn and the growth in which you accumulated over this seeming experience or this seeming lifetime. Thank you, Kristen. Okay. Your higher selves chose to come forth into this experience knowing it would be a challenge, knowing that there would be great growth here. Your higher self also, for many of you, your higher selves were excited at the excitement, the endeavors, the experiences that you would have with one another here in the physical, seemingly physical form. For in truth, everything is energy. Okay? So what are some of the things in which your higher self was excited to experience in partaking in this experience? In truth, though many of you look at this life experience as if it's dragging on and it seems like it's going on forever, this experience is like this in the entirety of your soul's experiences. It is but on the radar of your soul's lifetimes. It is but that. Your higher selves were excited to have special connections with each other in the physical realm, which include sexual contact, intimacy, cuddling. Wow, he's really going in here. Like even just the stroke in one's hair, the intimate moments in life in which you connect with one another. He's saying, as Channeling Eric has mentioned previously, so Eric from Channeling Eric on YouTube, you can check out Channeling Eric on YouTube. Eric has stated that he misses the butterflies he would get in his chest and his stomach before he would lean in and kiss someone, because you didn't know how it was going to go, but that excitement. Yes, that intimacy that you, and that excitement of the intimacy. Sense of smell that we have with our noses out in nature, certain perfumes we enjoy, and other smells. And what we can observe and see with our physical eyes. The colors. The movement and the colors of the ocean and the trees and the leaves that blow in the wind. And so much more. So please enjoy this experience while it lasts, because it won't last forever. And you only have this one moment, this one opportunity housed within this body in this lifetime, in this experience, right now, in the moment of now, which is all there truly is. For the past is. There's a deception going on. The past has already transpired. The future has not occurred yet. In these two places, if your thought goes either and is stuck in the past, or your thoughts go and they are placed in the future, that is where the ego can play its role. So where does Jesus say, where do I suggest your thoughts be maintained? In a place of balance? Right here in the present moment of now, which is all there truly is in this life experience. He's copying something I've said before, which is even 5 seconds ago, with the words in which I spoke, they're gone. It is right here in this present moment of now. So if I'm like, brushing my teeth, I'm trying to I'm not trying. I am just relaxing my mind in the moment of now. I'm not thinking about this, that, and the other, and I'm not dwelling on things that I coulda, shoulda, woulda done. I don't enjoy doing coulda, woulda, shouldas. That's no way to enjoy my life experience. So I try to keep just in the present moment as much as I can. Okay. He says he's going to be right here for the remainder, and he will be observing the remainder of this session. Okay? Okay. So Katya, I would like to know if I will be dating someone soon. So I'm sensing your angel coming down through the top of my head energetically. Your angel saying it's not the right time. Self-love. That is what this moment is for self-love. Okay. Self-love. And when you perfect this, you will then attract in a partner who loves himself. For that is the law of attraction. And then this will be a high vibrational union between the two of you. Now, it's your free will, she's saying. It is your free will. If you want to go out and start dating and basically dating a whole bunch of different people, you can do that. But she doesn't recommend it. But again, this is of your free will choosing. Until you focus and go inward. Okay? She says when you're not looking, that is when this person will arrive. And I know that sounds cliche, but that's what she says, and honestly, that's what I've heard my own angel say to me as well. So, self-love. Okay. She wants to talk about what is self-love. Katya, what is self-love? Is putting yourself first, focusing inward, being acutely aware of your vibrational frequency and the thoughts in which you house within your mind. Are they high vibrational or are they low vibrational thoughts? That's truth. She says, truthfully, that is what self-love is. Because if you go through life and you're worry, fear, worry, fear, oh, what about the future? You're not in the present moment of now. and it's like this old tape, and it's like, you know, what it is, it's not self-love, is it? That's like, for me, that's not a fun ride to be on. And then my angels, I remember coming to me at one point and saying, you know, start handing these low vibrational thoughts off to us. And I said, okay, sounds great. So I did that 25 times a day for 2 weeks. Okay. All right. Yes, I love all the guidance you guys are giving. I love that. Oh my gosh. You see, because if you, this is me talking, if you got together with a guy right now, would that be Mr. Right, or would it be Mr. Right now? Because I think what you want is Mr. Right, but that type of connection won't unfold until you are acutely aware of your thoughts and your own vibrational frequency and focusing inward on self-love. Okay. Ooh, that's a great. Okay, so Holly, how can I remember my astral travel, or have lucid astral travel experiences? Let's see what we get with that. What I'm hearing is some of us, it's best to astral travel, and that is in vibrational alignment with our highest and best good in that moment. And some of us, it is not best to astral travel, and it is not in our best and highest good in that moment. Okay? Okay, so where are we going with that? So if you are not astral traveling at this current moment, best to rest and relax, go with the flow, and it will come back when it is meant to. They're saying you can also talk with your guardian angels as to, you know, making a request. This is what you would like. But again, it won't unfold until it is in alignment, vibrational alignment with your highest and best good in that moment. And I'll tell you guys how many times I think I'm ready for something, but my team says otherwise. Or I think, oh, right now would be a great time to do this, but my team says otherwise. And then it takes a little bit of time, and then I go, oh, okay, now I understand. I see a broader perspective. I see things unfold, and I understand why maybe it wasn't best for me in that moment. But, you know, I remember asking my angels for 12 years. I knew I had a bigger purpose. I just didn't know what it was and what would I be doing. But no, it wasn't the right time to tell me. So I waited, and I waited, and I waited. Okay? So if I pass some of you, it's because Philome's already got your questions from previously, and she's going to be relaying those when she comes on live next. Okay. So Vicky, may I get some guidance as to what spirit is trying to tell me about my spiritual journey, please? You feel stuck, okay? So I just wait for the energy to pool up around me. And then I pick up on the vibrational frequency of it. And then I tune into what is being shown and what I'm hearing. And all of us can practice doing this. Your angels are always with you, and whomever you feel connected with, whether it's Jesus or maybe Archangel Michael or Mother Mary or whomever, or your higher self. Yeah, there's a stagnancy there. It feels flat. And that's me picking up on that clairsentiently. It's like a stillness, like a flatness. Like there's not much movement. And now your angel's laughing because that's of how I'm describing it. And I'm not just hearing your angel laughing, I'm actually feeling their energy going, like that. Okay, so I feel their energy, I hear their energy, I'm feeling this energy in my body, and we can all practice on picking up on that. What would you like to say about that? Your angel's saying that the stagnancy is there for a reason. Divine timing is at play, and right now in this very moment, certain things are not meant to unfold right now. Okay? Your angel's saying it's similar, like myself, over, there was a time where I was like, come on, I'm ready, let's go. And the angels were like, no. I was like, come on, no. Come on. But they were just saying, no, it's not the right time. Divine timing is at play. And it's the same thing for you. So when will this time be? When the energy will pick up, the momentum will pick up within you for you to carry forth into your outer experience, into your outer world, and take action and move in a certain direction. We will guide you when the time occurs, we will guide you when it's the right time. That's what they're saying. You want to give a timeline on that? Not the rest of 2018, but I do feel energetically like a picking up feeling moving into 2019. Like you're going to be like, oh, okay, something's changed in me. Something's changing. I feel this desire to get moving in a certain direction. You won't be stagnant for much longer. That's what they want you to know, okay? So keep us all posted in the group. You won't be stagnant for much longer, but for right now, you are right where you're meant to be. Okay, Jackie, will the veil thin enough to see through it, and what will we be seeing? Jackie, guess who's coming through for that one? It's going to be Jesus on this one. His energy is now moving closer to me and over the top of my head and down in through the top of my crown chakra. And if any of you right now would like to practice bringing that energy close to you, relax your mind, tune out. It's these moments where I say, hey, that daydreaming in high school, that's like the best thing that you could have taught yourself. Because with an overactive mind, how are you to hear or receive the message coming through? So tune out, and you can ask Jesus to come close to you, and you can just feel where it feels like a loving warmth. It's just blissful, and each of us will feel varying degrees of that. Some of us might feel nothing. Others will feel, yeah, I'm getting a tingling, or I'm getting like a little bit of warmth. I'm feeling a pulling here, or, oh yeah, I'm feeling blissed out of my mind. But the more you practice, the more you will sense that vibrational frequency. He's thanking me. He's thanking me for making each of us aware, more acutely aware of the energy that is around us. Because many of us, me included, I lived my life like this, and I didn't feel nothing. I wasn't interested in feeling anything. I wasn't even remotely like, don't care. And now I pick up on all sorts. Like my Nana just came into my place 2 nights ago, and I was sitting there and I saw this orb come past the side of my head, and I was like, holy smokes, what was that? And then, okay, all right, so I think someone's here, but I just relax And I don't overthink it, and I'm not freaking out or anything. I just go, oh, somebody's here. And then I relax. And I sense the frequency. Where is it? Oh, it's in my kitchen behind my head. Does it feel masculine or feminine? It feels feminine, feels like my Nana's energy. And then I just wait for her to relay the message that, or the guidance or words that she'd like to speak with me. And we practice this. Okay. All right. Oh, yes. Okay, so many of us are going to be seeing through the veil in this lifetime. And many, 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 many of us will not. Not in this lifetime. However, many of us will choose to come back into an even higher vibrational frequencies here on the earth, and we'll be ready for those frequencies in the next lifetime. And many of us will not return to earth because we will not be ready to ascend, and we will go to another three-dimensional reality, housed, he says, he's winking, on another planet, if that planet was he just wants us to see it as a seeming reality, okay? So for those of us, he says, that are going to stick it out here on earth, he wants us to know it's going to get better. There will be a time where the next lifetime and the next lifetime, as we keep coming back, will get higher in vibrational frequency. We will raise up in vibrational frequency. And the higher in vibrational frequency, the thinner the veil. The two go hand in hand. So when we talk about the veil thinning, what we're really talking about, he says, is raising in vibrational frequency. And how do we raise in vibrational frequency? He says, just by being here, because right now, light and love, universal oneness, the creator, source, God, whatever you want to label it, is permeating each of us and the earth at this time, helping us ascend and lift and raise in vibrational frequency. There is a lot going on than what we are aware is going on. Okay? So some aren't ready, and they're not interested, and they're not going to go. And they don't care, and they're not going. And then many of us are like going to be noticing that there is much more going on here than what we currently were aware of previously. And as we raise in vibrational frequency here upon the earth plane, we will become more and more acutely aware of the vibrational frequencies that are, he's calling, housed here on earth. And this includes, you could call, if you want to call these streams of energy, ETs, high vibrational ETs, angels. More angels are coming. He's telling me more angels are coming. Archangels. He says, do you want to segue into next Sunday when you come live as to these new angels coming? Yes. So teamwork, that's what I'll be discussing next Sunday, is next weekend. These new angels that are coming in, some of them are trainee angels, and we're also getting a lot more angels coming and working with our guardian angels, our already team of angels. We're getting more added to our team. And so that's what I'm going to be talking about, channeling, I should say, in regards to what I've been seeing and experiencing while I'm giving readings. I'm like, what is that? And then they have to tell me, you know, oh, that's a trainee angel. I'm like, oh, what is it doing here? What's its purpose? Why is it twirling around like that? Okay. So that's what I'm going to be talking about next Sunday. Many of us, up until about 8 months ago, it was this repeated pattern that I was seeing in each reading, that each individual was only having this amount of angels. And then 8 months ago, I was like, whoa. People were coming to me with like way more angels. So I'd like to know why, I have a ton of questions myself about all of this, and what is happening and what's gonna happen. That's gonna be an interesting topic. So, yes, so streams of energy that are here, archangels, angels, ETs, and many of us, as we raise in vibrational frequency, will be able to more easily access and communicate with these vibrational frequencies that are here, housed on the earth, or the earth plane, if you want to say, in our reality. Okay. When we communicate with these energies, many of us have to be ready for that. So if we're in lower vibrational frequencies of fear and worry and this, that, and the other, that's not when we're going to be connecting with these energies, because these energies are far more high vibrational. And also he's saying they don't want us to be fearful of them or worry. Plus, when we are here in vibrational frequency and they're here, there's a bit of a gap to be able to communicate with them, right? So many of us are going to raise in vibrational frequency and come closer to where these vibrational frequencies are, and it will make it an easier communication. Once we raise up to a certain vibrational frequency, the thoughts in our minds will change. We will hone in on our own vibrational frequency in which we are housing, and the thoughts in which we house within our minds. And if we drop back down with a low vibrational thought or feeling, you will notice the contrast. It will be immense. It won't feel really good. And then you will go, oh, okay, and you'll hone in on moving back into being more centered vibrationally, more balanced. But this is going to take practice. Okay? So yes, many of us will be seeing through the veil. Now, they've always told me that I will be completely seeing through the veil, and he's just saying the same thing again at this time. For those of you that are interested in seeing or experiencing through the veil, he recommends this. Hone in on your vibrational frequency, the thoughts in which you house within your mind. And please practice tuning in to the vibrational frequencies that reside around you, that are around you. Practice that communication, for this is your innate way of being. He says, how do you think all of us communicate over here in energy form or spirit, whatever you want to call it? We don't have mouths to move, so how do we communicate? Telepathically. So this is your innate way of being that you are remembering. Awesome. That's awesome. He says, next question, please. Okay. Moving down. You know what's interesting, Luann, is I've been feeling a lot of peace and tranquility lately as well. So you and I are, so your experience is abundance and bliss today with pressure on your temples. So who is with you during that time? So in that moment, you've got a still mind and you're asking, who is with me? Who is creating this pressure? Who is making me feel blissful right now? Who is it? Temples had no clue for some time that we have ear chakras right here. Third eye, ear chakras. So if you're feeling pressure, it's because someone is attempting to get your attention, knocking on your door, and pulling energy here for communication. So who was attempting communication with you, Luann? It was your guardian angel, showering you with high vibrational frequencies. Abundance, yes. Bliss, yes. Peace, yes. Also there to let you know that everything's going to be just fine. It's going to be all right. All in due time. All in due time. So what that means from what they're saying next is there is no rush to get this. You've got, so like we have all, they're using this saying because they know we're going to understand what they're saying by us getting this. We have all the time in the world. That's why they say this, because we understand what that means. We have all the time in the world to get it. So please do not pressure yourself or feel incompetent or less than because you are not as far along as some others in your experience. They really would like you to just not pressure yourself, yeah? And that message isn't just for you, Luann, that's for everybody. Yeah. They say you're doing a great job, Luann. They're just like, they're cheering you on and you are doing a great job. Okay. Woo, here we go, Dolores. Why do I have so much anger and resistance? There's a lot of silence. You're not expressing yourself enough. You're being quiet. They're showing me like you. So what happens is, over years of being quiet and stuffing your feelings and your emotions and thoughts down, or there may be times where you express yourself, but it's not enough. They're talking about your throat chakra. They're going to work on opening that. So you will feel this desire to speak up and vocalize yourself, vocalize how you feel, vocalize your emotions. That's really important. You get the anger and the resistance because you're not letting these emotions out, and it's heavy carrying that in that silence. Any other reason? Nope. They just went this, dusted it off, they're done talking, and I said, is there anything else? And they're like, no. They're saying even if you're by yourself, and you guys know I've talked about red rooming, you can picture a red room around you that will contain the energy, and then you just start letting loose. And you'll seem like it'll be silly, okay? I'm here talking by myself. Okay, do it anyways. And express how you feel about things. You can zoom in on one person or a couple people in that red room with you, or you can just express what you're pissed off with in life. It's way better to vocalize and get it up out of you than keep it stuffed down. Oh, have I learned that. William, what deserves most of my focus? You are exactly where you are meant to be at this time. And you will know the next steps to come shortly. Thank you. That's coming from Jesus. Cynthia, I've been having a lot of random pain in my teeth. Do you think this is Ascension symptoms? With Cynthia Mayer. Pain in your teeth, like an aching. Yeah. Okay, let's see. So here we ask the question, Cynthia. Is this something that I need to go to the dentist for? Is this a physical oral issue that a dentist needs to look at? What are we feeling in our bodies? It's this. I don't get a yes, go to the dentist. I get this. So it's not a physical issue with your teeth that you need to go and visit the dentist. And now I'm getting this from your angels. Nope. You don't need to go to the dentist. Is this anything else that's physical going on? Nope. Nope. They're doing this. Is this energy related? Is this aching due to incoming high vibrational frequency pooling in the body? Yes. Yes, it is. So I've been getting a lot of aching in my legs, but that can shift. Sometimes I get aching in my upper back, and it comes and then it goes within a brief time. When you're, like last night, for example, I woke up out of my sleep. It was about 2 in the morning. And I had a lot of energy pooling in through my heart chakra and in through my solar chakra. I was getting nausea. I was also getting energy up through my root chakra. And I was like, holy Toledo, like they were really pooling, this energy, high vibrational being, energy was pooling forth into my body. And that is what is happening. We are ascending, pooling up, right? Pooling in, raising up. So with you, this is Ascension related. It will pass shortly. Thank you. Cool. Here's one way that you will know if you are experiencing an Ascension symptom, okay? When you get aching in the body, and it goes on for some time, and we're talking like some pretty intense aching sometimes. One way that I've found really works is I say, I'm aching really bad here, wherever it is, and can you please ease off? I need you to step back and ease off, please. And then I'm aching too much here, or I have too much nausea in my stomach. That's one I really ask for because I can't eat for sometimes a couple days. I said, I need you to ease this off, please. I can't eat. I can't take this aching or this nausea or whatever your symptom is. And it will ease off. 99% of the time it eases off. So if then the pain disappears right away, within the day, within half a day, you're like, thank you. And then it may come back, but you will know. No, a lot of the times, usually when I ask, it doesn't usually come back. Not within that wave of energy coming in within that week or that time frame. It usually goes. Okay. So your mom, Renee, is having a lot of aching in her body. So, again, maybe we would need to know where this aching is. I don't know the tests that they've run for her, so I don't know the specifics, okay? But you can ask to have this pain removed. You can say, if this is energy related, please ease it off. Again, I don't know how long the pain has gone on for here. I'm not getting those details. Usually these aches and pains, they can go for about a week. And then we get a break, and then we get the next wave of energy that comes, and we can go for 4 days to a week again. So is it a consistent pain, or is it a pain that comes and then it goes, and then it comes and then it goes? So these are some of the questions that I would need answers for to answer that. Let me just see what I get when I tune in on that. The pain is about enduring. It is endurance. There's a lesson being learned with this pain. Okay. So, will there be a resolution to this? Will it ease off? They're saying that we cannot say at this time. Why? Because it is not to be discussed at this time. It is meant to unfold in which the way in which it was meant and set forth to before coming into this incarnation. So that's between your higher self knowing it's going to come in and experience this. So they hear your requests. They hear your mom's requests. Thank you. I wish I could give you more there, but that is essentially what I'm receiving there. I'm not getting a straight answer with that right now. It's tied in with your mother's choice to come forth and experience it. Now, many of us would say, oh my God, why would I freaking want to experience that? I mean, I used to say it all the time when I had colitis, the pain in my gut. But there is a lot of growth and lessons learned within the contrast and within the enduring. Okay. Yes, there is. Okay, so I'm going to answer one last question. Here we go. Okay. So, with Alina, I do remember that. And, the angels can relay guidance in that moment. But remember this, and this is what they say to me all the time. They can see what is to unfold within that perspective in that moment. But there is the free will of many people involved that can change that outcome. Your free will, his free will, the free will of people in his own life experience. So when you have each of our free will playing its role, playing its part, it can change the outcome of certain outcomes that were relayed in that moment. What would you like to say in regards to this with Alina? It just feels flat energetically, Alina, like it was there and now the energy's flat. Why is it flat now? Shifting of timelines, what does that mean? Okay, so as we ascend, the timelines also shift and change. They collapse. And this can change and alter the outcome of perceived experiences in this moment. Things are changing very rapidly and very quickly. It is best to not overthink or analyze as to why things are unfolding the way that they are within this moment. Just know this. Whatever is unfolding in this moment is in alignment with your highest and best good. And this is the path in which is best for you to walk at this time alone. Oh, your angels are saying, many of us think it's the worst thing in the world to be alone, to be single. They find that humorous. Why do you find that humorous? Being alone is an opportunity to go within, develop your own sense of self, focusing inward on your own vibrational frequency, your own thoughts that you house within your mind, being the still observer of your thoughts, loving yourself. In fact, being alone is a great gift. Thank you, dear one. Isn't that beautiful? I concur with that, and I agree with them, because I've spent lengthy periods of time alone as well. I'm going to pull a card for all of us, and then I will go ahead and I feel like, do you want to say anything? No? Okay, last card. Jesus is shifting. I knew he was moving. I thought, do you want to say anything now? He said no. But what he's going to do is operate my hand. All I have to do over the deck of cards is I fan them out, and then I just tune my mind out. If my mind is busy, the card will still be chosen because I've practiced enough. But I tune my mind out so that I can allow Jesus to go ahead. This one. No more cards. Thank you. That's what I just heard. No more cards. Thank you. How cool is that? That's for all of us. A year from now. So a year from now. How beautiful is this? Ooh, man. Do you guys feel that? Absolute bliss and peace. I feel Jesus' energy opening and expanding right behind me. I don't know if many of you guys feel this energy right now. Okay, so a year from now, much will change in just 1 year. Know this. Know this. It is an honor to be able to converse with each of you through this dear one today. Know that each of you can call upon me whenever you so choose. I am always here right by your side. You are never truly alone. If you could see what I see, feel what I feel, and know what I know, you would be aware, acutely aware of just how not alone you are. He's smiling. Great growth and changes are before each of you along this path in 1 year from now and onward. Much growth is to come. Speak with me often and call upon me should you choose. Amen. Love you guys. Philome, I love you too, and I can't wait till you come on live again, and we will make sure to relay that guidance for everybody who had your questions earlier today, okay? Love you.